Jurko, I ask you, what are the keys to a Bears victory against the 8-2 Minnesota Vikings?
Carmen, I'm glad you asked. They take them on 12 o'clock noon, Soldier Field. The Minnesota Vikings, the Norsemen, come down to Soldier Field at noon.
The Norsemen.
To take on the lads, the struggling Chicago Bears, who can't get out of their own way, unfortunately for them. Here's key number one. Let me say this quick. I got about 40 keys that I like to draw from. 40 keys. We've already eliminated 3 of them today. Key number one. We've talked about it. The Bears haven't been able to do it. They need to do it. Thomas Brown needs to find a way to do it, and that's score early.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to score in the first quarter this year. I need them to take that opening drive and march on down for a touchdown.
Be nice.
Conversely, I need the Bears defense to stop the other team from doing the same thing, which they've had problems with in the first quarter. Dare I say, the Bears have never had a lead in the game.
They have
the
not.
First quarter. They've always come from behind this year.
Yep.
So score early. Key number 2. Thomas Brown has got to scheme against this Minnesota defense. He's got to do it sometimes left-handed. He's got to do it with trickeration. He's got to do something really to unsettle this Minnesota offense. I don't know if it's a couple of key plays. Maybe it's one of the oblique screens. Maybe it's something they've got in the system they haven't used in a while. A little trickeration to knock them off balance, to get them doubting themselves a little bit early.
Right.
Key number 3.
I like the oblique screen.
Carm, I talked about you at the beginning of this week. I don't like it when they pass up points. I don't like it when they got a chance to kick a field goal and they try for it and they don't get it. Don't pass up points this week.
Okay.
You get a chance to get it through. Don't go for a 2-point conversion too early. They went for a 2-point conversion last week. It made sense against Washington when you took it from 15 or 16 or 13 to 15
right.
to get yourself the 3-point lead that you needed. When you don't have to do it, don't do it. If it gets late in the game and you've got to have it, they could have stopped it and it never would have been an issue. They could have got the score to 20 if the Bears defense doesn't stand. It's never an issue. Instead, it's 19. You lose 2019. I feel like a fool.
But it didn't. I mean, if they kicked the extra point there, they would have lost 21 to 20.
I feel like a fool.
I
feel like a fool.
I don't know. I don't think they made a wrong choice.
Key number 4. You may have heard this one a little bit earlier, but I'm going to bring it out on the mothballs. Star power. Star power for key number 4. Star power. DJ Moore. He's your star, right? He's your star, DJ Moore.
Supposed to be.
DJ Moore, let's get a 12-catch game. Let's do something special.
How about a 175-yard day?
How about Montez Sweat?
How about a sack and a half?
Absentee.
I'm not even asking for 2. How about a sack and a half?
He put in 2 absentee ballots this year. Where's he been? Where has Montez Sweat been? He's on the field.
3.5
I
sacks.
see number 98 out there. I just don't see him doing anything. Star power. I need my highest paid guys to do something special. Star power. And those are the keys to a Bears victory.
There we go.
Now, these keys may look awfully similar to what Viking Scott gave us.
It sounds like it.
If they aren't exact. Okay? If they
Score
weren't
early.
exact.
Thomas Brown versus. It's pretty.
It was Flores for him. Okay, they might be exact.
Star power.
But I've taken it over.
Where did I hear that?
Yeah.
Where did I hear that earlier
Viking
today?
Scott.
I think I heard Viking Scott talk about the Viking star power.
Like I said, from 40 different keys that I have in the arsenal.
Yes.
I came up with these originally.
Amazing.
I don't know how Viking Scott got them.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Maybe he was sneaking around your house last night. Maybe he broke in.
It's not the first time.
To steal your keys.
It's not the first time. I remember I drank his pickle juice back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
To stay hydrated?
Not the juice of a pickle.
All right.
Pickle
stop.
juice.
Yeah.
I'm
I know
just
what
saying,
you
pickle
mean.
juice, yes.
Yeah.
Just get
you
that
mean in
correct.
the jar.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
Of course that's what I mean.
Staley used to do it. He said it was the best way to hydrate.
Best stuff in the world, kid.
Better than coconut water. Better than Gatorade. Pickle juice. All right, let's talk about a few like the specific matchups, right? Jalen Johnson and Justin Jefferson haven't had an opportunity to go head-to-head all that often. They've missed each other due to injury and things like that. Justin Jefferson is trending for another monster year. He's probably the best receiver in the league.
I believe so.
He's trending for over 1,500 yards, Yerk.
I don't know what happened on that play in the game where Christian Watson was wide open coming on a cross-country route.
The one at the end?
Before
the Jordan Love touchdown?
At the
he
end
tripped.
He tripped.
He got caught up. He tripped.
He tripped.
Did you hear Matt LaFleur give Robert Saleh credit for one of the other deep shots to Watson?
One of the most athletic players on the team.
You can see it on the tape, too. He tripped.
He just tripped.
You never tripped on the field?
I'm just saying, I never got paid $20-some-odd million either.
Touche.
They expect fat guys like me to trip. Okay? I'm a fat guy. I can't lift my feet up high. Okay? There's a lot of bodies where I play.
Another DB just got tripped up in the game, I think, Sunday night.
Where I play, in the middle of all the bodies, you're naturally going to trip. He's out in the middle of nowhere.
And he tripped.
It's like a horse throwing his rider. It doesn't happen all the time. Most athletic guy. All right, Jalen Johnson against Justin Jefferson. That's what you're asking me specifically.
I think that's going to be a key one. And even Thayer said maybe it's time to shadow him a little bit. Maybe it's time to move J.J. with.
Advantage, Bears.
Move Jalen Johnson. Move J.J. with J.J.
But then Jordan Addison becomes something special.
Yes, he does. He potentially can.
Then Jordan Addison becomes something special. And I don't know how good Hawkinson has been. He just got back.
Yeah. He's only played 3 games, I think.
Be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Hawkinson can kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And he hasn't done it yet to anybody this year.
Not really, injury. No. Yeah.
Hawkinson can kill you, so we'll see. But the advantage is Jalen Johnson. Give me another match.
Justin, just one other thing on Justin Jefferson. No wide receiver has averaged more yards per game than Jefferson since he came into the league in 2020. He's at 97.3 yards per game in his career. He's 5th this year in yards per route run. That's among 107 qualified wide receivers. He's 5th. He's 16th in yards per catch.
The Bengals guy is the only guy over 1,000 yards right now, Jamar Chase.
Chase, I think, is the only. Justin is at 994.
He's behind him.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati might have had the extra game.
And here's what makes
Cincinnati
they
also
did.
had the
They have.
extra game.
They have.
Yeah.
Here's what makes Jefferson.
He's got 10 tutties, Jamar Chase.
Here's what makes Jefferson so tough. Mostly he'll be on the outside, but he has over 100 snaps from the slot this year too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, what do you do, man?
Put Kyler Gordon on him.
What do you do?
Put Kyler Gordon on him.
Okay.
If he's coming out of the slot, I like Kyler Gordon there.
Well, that's normally the position in which he's going to be.
You're
right about that.
You asked me a question, I gave you an answer.
Yeah.
What's next? Go ahead. More matchups.
All right. How do they deal with Van Ginkel, Harrison Smith, and Josh Metellus? I mean, they're like these Swiss Army knives that Flores is going to use. You're never sure, are they coming or not? I know that sounds bad. Sorry. Are they coming on pressure?
Okay, Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman, yeah. The trade.
Yeah.
It's in my head now. It's inundated in my stupid Instagram feed, and I can't get it out of my head.
Blitzed up the a-hole.
Yes. You don't know if they are going to be bringing pressure, if they're going to be dropping out. You don't know if it's cover 2, if it's cover 4, if it's cover 6. I mean, he's really good at it. And he's got like these 3 sort of jack-of-all-trade hybrid linebacker/safety guys.
With identification. Quarterback has to be able to identify the guy that they're going to block, and the other ones are the ones that are not going to be blocked.
And that's where you've got to be prepared to throw the ball.
Identify the guy that's going to be blocked, and then be ready to get rid of the football.
Where the unblocked guy is coming from, right?
Yes, exactly. Where the blitz is coming from, you want to attack.
From. So, when Eberflus talks about we have to be, communication's got to be good, he's not kidding. And,
What else you got?
Those were the 2 big ones that I had for you. I mean, you talked about it already a little bit, dealing with Jordan Addison. When you take so much of your time and energy, like in preventing JJ from killing you, Addison can do it. You talked about the Sunday night game last week. They did a nice job at times of bracketing Jamar Chase. It left T. Higgins open for a huge game and big stretches in the second half.
Yeah, he gave him a little bit of a wiggle, went deep, and ended up catching that touchdown pass deep also.
That's the danger when you have a bunch of skill guys.
Yesterday's Cleveland-Pittsburgh game went over.
It did go over.
A lot of touchdowns in the second half.
It did go over.
The first half under came in.
Yes.
I worry about this one being similar. First half under coming in and then getting away from the Bears in the second half. That's what I worry about. It being a close game in the first half, and then all of a sudden the Vikings finding a way to stretch their legs a little bit. I worry about defensive scores for the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, they've done it.
Van Ginkel's got 2 or 3 of them,
doesn't he? Don't run a quick screen or a screen against Van Ginkel. He'll sniff it out.
He sniffs it out.
He'll sniff it out. And then he catches the ball.
And he catches the ball, yep.
It's like a receiver, you can catch the ball that good.
He's really good. It's a great free agent addition for them. Great addition.
Where did he come from, that Van Ginkel?
Miami. He was a Dolphin last year. He was a Dolphin his whole career, I think.
Was he?
Yes, yep, until last. He got hurt late in the year. He was one of the million Dolphin guys on defense, remember, going into the playoffs that got hurt.
Where did he matriculate at?
I don't know off the top of my head, Yerk. I've got to look that up, actually.
I'm expecting Pennsylvania Dutch somewhere right there. What do you think? Van Ginkel?
I think you just got to clap for that.
Yeah, Amish.
You guys don't encourage him. He is Wisconsin. Duh, I should have known that.
I knew it.
He went to Wisconsin.
Yep.
And he was drafted in the 5th round by the Dolphins in 19. Yes, out of Wisconsin. Randy Merkin's going to be pissed if he heard me forget that Andrew Van Ginkel went to Wisconsin.
Well, now he knows.
And he actually went to high school, if you want to know, in Rock Valley, Iowa. So he's an Iowa guy.
Iowa. Yeah. Is he a furniture maker?
I don't think so. Okay. He's a football player, I'll tell you that.
You're right. He's instinctive.
He's a football player.
Very instinctive
he
football
really
player.
is. He is a
I
good,
like him.
He was a good player the last couple years in Miami, and he's blossomed even more.
Is going to be something special to watch, matched up against the Bears defense. I think the Bears are going to play their run well, though. I think the Bears will play their run well.
The Vikings' run game isn't overly dominant or impressive.
Who do you force to beat you in this situation?
So you're talking about the Vikings on offense?
Yeah,
I want their quarterback. 100%.
If their quarterback can beat you, good for them.
Like, I know he's having a good year. Don't get me wrong. But, like, a 100% I want to try to make it so that I want Josh Darnold to throw me the ball a time or two, right? Like, I want Darnold to have to beat me. Yeah.
All right. I want Darnold. This game is also where?
At Soldier
on the
Field.
grass.
On the grass.
If I can quote Coach Eberflus, on the grass.
Please.
Right?
Oh, my God.
Slows down the star receivers. It does. Whether you like it or not, it slows them down just a smidge. The greatest thing about Barry Sanders was that his average on turf and on grass, identical.
That's amazing.
Identical. So all those people that said he was a product of the AstroTurf, not true. Never a product of the AstroTurf. But the grass does slow, or got a chance to slow, because it gives a little bit. Takes away a little bit of stability. Puts a little hesitation in the mind of the star receiver. So if I'm the Bears, I keep it uncovered and I let the rain soak it. I let the rain grab it, let the rain get into it, and let the elements affect the other team more than they're going to affect you.
I'm trying to find, like,
what do you think?
I like it.
It should say on the grass right up at the top.
Here, well, this doesn't give, like, turf, but it's going to give
artificial surface?
It's going to give indoors. What the hell happened here? It's going to give indoors versus outdoors.
Yeah, that's fine. Indoors versus outdoors. I think you'll find something very similar.
Yeah, dude, you're right. He actually averaged more yards per attempt outside than he did inside.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep.
How about that?
So when you hear the usual rhetoric.
He was at 4.96 indoors, 5.04 outdoors.
Wow. Barry Sanders.
Now, I'd love to see some of the advanced metrics in that, not just the yards per attempt, but like some of the expected rushing numbers.
You take a look at it.
I don't know where I would find that. I don't know if they have that data.
You feel free. That's
incredible.
I've already seen those numbers, and I'm confused.
That's pretty incredible.
It feels like I'm like looking at ticker tape. Like when you see the ticker tape at a stock exchange, and all those numbers are coming by, it's like too much. Sensory overload. I can't handle it. I can handle one number, two numbers tops.
He really was something, wasn't he?
Yes.